Hello Kaiju fans, welcome back to the Kaiju World Order. My name is MM, and before I get into this, I just want to apologize real quick for the last video, doing the editing and also re-listening to it. I feel there was this really obnoxious hum in the background, and I think I realized what that was and turned it off. I'll find out here when I do the editing for this, but if I'm right, that will not happen again, and hopefully the future videos won't suck like that. So I do have some pretty cool news though. Pretty boring of a Thursday up until Playmates toy leaks or listings, whatever word you want to call. I'm not sure if these are someone up at the office of the website just pulling the trigger too fast and posting the descriptions of them online or what's going on here. I have no idea if they're legitly supposed to be up now or not. That's what I'm saying. And if they are, well, cool. And if they're not, well, fire somebody, so I'm not taking the video down. So we got some kind of cool listings here with these. First off, Space Godzilla. Alright, we knew we were going to get Space Godzilla. We knew Space Godzilla was in this. The interesting thing with this is supposedly he's going to have a Corona beam. I'm kind of surprised they're keeping with the name Corona Beam following, 2019. Just because, just going back to 2019 itself, when Godzilla did a crossover with Magic the Gathering, they quickly changed up the Space Godzilla card and made it something else. It was originally Death Corona, then it was like King of the Cosmos or some bullshit like that. But Death Corona sounded cool enough for me to actually go and get the card, and it's still not worth shit today, but at least I have it. But yeah, Space Godzilla, no news, we all saw that coming. So then there was Astra, or Astral Titan. Apparently that's just a placeholder name for Space Godzilla. However, if you have been following the leaks, apparently there will be a big bad for the next movie that Space Godzilla is the herald to. So think of it as Space Godzilla is the Silver Surfer to this thing's Galactus. I don't know if this listing is for that Galactus level threat, or if it's just a placeholder name for Space Godzilla himself, or could just be Space Godzilla's cosmic puppy. Who knows? We don't know. Not yet, anyway. We have another listing then for a Galactic Godzilla. Don't really know for sure what this is. Could potentially be a super evolved Godzilla. That's the only thing that's really coming to mind that it could be. How this will work out in the movie, who knows? I don't know. But Galactic Godzilla is apparently going to be a thing. And then finally, what in the blue hell is a Dreadlash? Well, every single MonsterVerse movie since Godzilla vs. Kong has introduced these little side character titans that don't really do much. They just exist to die for whatever reason. You got the Warbat, then you had the Drowned Viper, and now you're going to have the Dread whatever this is. Apparently it's going to be a cat-like xenomorph thing, so think of it like a panther, but alien style, with some tentacles on its back, and it bleeds acid. The full details, the full rule of what it does, I'm not entirely sure. I just know it's not gonna be a scene stealer or anything like that. It's a throwaway monster that's gonna get killed in the Hollow Earth. That's all I really know. How do I know that? Because while I've been following the leaks, they're out there. Unfortunately, we haven't seen any actual pictures of these yet. I'm very interested in seeing what the supposed Galactic Godzilla looks like. That's the only thing that's really taking me by surprise here, is that apparently we are going to be getting another powered up form of Godzilla in Supernova. I don't know what I was expecting, but I wasn't expecting that. I was really just kind of hoping we'd get evolved Godzilla, beef him up a little bit like 2019 and 2021, and swap out the pink for the blue, and I'd have been happy. But apparently we're getting something else even more. Who knows what that's going to look like until we actually get to see it. And until next time, Kaiju fans, peace out and Minya.
Godzilla says you should like and subscribe.